Hi, it's Anna. Welcome to Ruhani Wellness Center in Costa Rica. Today we're going to be creating space in the soles of the feet because that's an energetic spot that connects us to the center of the earth. So we're going to start by releasing the tension from our feet. Our feet hold a lot of tension and they're at the base and the bottom of our body. So all of the toxin, everything gets caught up in our feet. So we need to help our feet physically move and shake that energy around so that energy can flow through our body. There are also energetical points in your foot that need to be released so that the energy can flow, so that if we're releasing and letting go of all of that is not serving us, we need these doors, these energetic doors in the soles of our feet to be open so that they can be released to the earth. And there's also a lot of fascia involved in the feet that when we move it around will help you release the tension in the rest of your body. So take a comfortable seat. It can be on a chair, on a block, keeping your neutral spine, whatever feels good to you. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch one leg forward and bring one foot in. Again, it's not on your knee. Never place anything on your knee as a general rule. Above the knee, and interlace the fingers in between your toes. And make sure you're really getting all the way in there. And I know for a lot of people this feels really sticky and it doesn't feel good. That's good. You just need to do this more. So once you're in there, once you have gotten your toes and your fingers interlaced, take your other hand to your heel, to your ankle, because we don't want to be moving that joint. Okay, we want your ankle with no wrinkles to be still, because we're going to be moving the foot, so from the heel all the way to the toes. See why? Because there are joints in there too, bones that connect to each other that are usually super contracted and sticky. So again, it's not the heel, the ankle, that's steady, and we're moving all of the little joints inside your foot. And as you're doing this, breathe in and out deeply. Reverse the direction. Again, it's not the ankle, it's the toes. Breathe in and out, especially if this is something that doesn't feel good for you. Try to really get the length inside your foot. Visualize space being created between your bones. Give your feet some attention. Now take your thumbs and begin to massage the inner arch of your foot. And really pressing into that inner arch. And then in from the ball of the big foot to the little, from the big toe to the little toe. And then the outer edge of the foot. Once you're here, you can stretch your toes forward. Maybe they will crack. Move your heel around in circles. That's me cracking. And then stretch. Take your hands back. Relax here and feel the difference between both feet, both knees, maybe both hips. Let's go for the other foot. So before we do that, let's try a fascia exercise. This may work. You may feel it, you may not. That's okay. So stretch your legs. Take the flesh of your bum out a little bit. Take your hands forward. Inhale deeply. And exhale, round forward. And I want you to notice where you feel the tension and where you feel the energy. Stuck. Where do you feel like your body's stretching? And see if you can circle a spot in your mind around it. Like it's in the neck, it's in the low back, it's in the back of the legs. Where do you feel the tension in general? And don't pull forward. I'm not looking for a forward fold yet. It's just observing. And inhale, come back up. Okay, and we're gonna do the other side. Stretch the other leg. Take that other foot in. Interlace. If you have a ring, you may need to take it off. That's one thing. Interlace your fingers between your thumb, your toes. Make sure you're really in there. Grab the inside of the ankle, no wrinkles, and move the foot around. You can close your eyes here, move it in circles. Visualize what it must look like inside your foot. Do you have any idea how those bones connect to each other? Have you ever given any thought to how your feet are built on the inside? And reverse the direction. Okay, now take your thumbs inside the inner arch. Massaging the inner arch. And then from the ball of your big toe to the little toe, taking your thumbs in, and the outer arch, or the outer edge rather. Then stretch your toes out, move your ankle around, and release. Take a huge breath in. Exhale, lean forward again, and notice if the spot that you circled before changed or shift somewhere else. If it did, then it was probably more a fascia issue than a muscle thing. It's all connected, so when you move your feet around, sometimes you then stretch and you can feel that contraction moving somewhere else. Inhale deeply and come all the way up. So this next exercise is still for a similar thing. We're gonna use a tennis ball or a rolling ball or whatever you have to keep creating space in the sole of our feet. So I'm not gonna do this too long just in case you don't have one at home, but if you do, you can stay here and do this longer. So it's very intuitive actually. I want you to take your heel to the floor and take that space under the ball of the big toe on the ball. And I want you to press your weight. So it's a transferring of the weight that will actually get you to feel it a little bit more, to feel that pressure. Okay. And then you can search for different spots in your feet. Again, for some people this doesn't feel good, and I know, again, do it more. So you have this transferring of the weight idea where you can search with your heel, move it around and find different spots to press on. Sometimes you can even hear something cracking inside the foot. And then you can pause that transferring of the weight and then just keep a little pressure and move your foot from side to side. And then massage the inner arch of the foot. It looks like that. And so the other foot. Again, I'm doing this quick because I don't know if everyone's got a tennis ball at home, but if you do, you can do this longer. I would recommend, if you're super, super tight, you can even do from 1 to 3 minutes in each foot. More than 3 minutes is just, you're just obsessed. So press on the base of the big toe and move it around. And then pause still. Keep some pressure on the ball, not too much, and move it from side to side. And creating space on your foot. And then the inner arch, where we hold a lot of tension. And that's it with the ball.